Hey guys, how's it going? Well, I just felt like we needed to address this concept right here. It's the mandate, not the man. I mean, I would like to talk to Alex Jones and InfoWars and Paul Joseph Watson and Stefan Molyneux and many of the other what was categorized by the left as the alt-right, which I won't even take alt-right into my vocabulary usage because it is a propaganda construct, and it's not a true assessment of the people who were rallying around Trump. The people who were rallying around Trump weren't people who had even voted in a while. People who were rallying around Trump were people who really had pretty much thought the system was broken. And we had an outsider come in. The American people voted an outsider in almost in like a state of an emergency, seeing the conditioning of, seeing the condition of the United States of America prior to the election and what direction we were going. I think the country said, whoa, to this concept of globalism, and to the concept of open borders and open sexuality and all these various other different things that were being pushed, toward, bringing the people into a subservient class in a socialist reality. And the people said, no, we need our guns. No, we need our free speech. All these different alternative voices rose up because that's what the people were saying. And the people wanted to hear what they were saying. All right? And then these moderate media outlets, like InfoWars, this is the first time I ever seen them over 20 years of watching these guys pick a real candidate. Every now and then they pick somebody, get behind them. They were behind Ron Paul for a while, and I really liked Ron Paul. But I mean, he was a heck of a lot more stringent to the Constitution and to what the people wanted. His voting record really showed that. But you would never get the masses behind someone like Ron Paul. He just didn't have enough charisma. Well, this guy's had enough charisma, and he said all the right things to get people up and out of the woodwork, man. People who says, government is broken. So this is what I want you guys to focus on, the mandate, not the man, because a man is fallible. In 1 Samuel 7, Israel, the people cried out for a king. They didn't have a king. They had a couple judges, but they knew how to act because God was their king, right? Well, why do we need a king? We cried out for a king. We cried out for a president, right? We said, oh, we got to have somebody to help us. But did he really? Is he really going to help us? Are we not just, again, turning our authority over to a man? So I think we need to realize, in this cult of personality that's Donald Trump, and the people that follow him are awake and thought-provoking. Did you see any of those debates during the time? It was George Soros funded, Marxism, with Saul Alinsky game book. Nobody was saying anything from the left side of any substance, and the right really had intellectual arguments almost every time, whether it was black, white, Hispanic. Their intellectual arguments over Trump, the bigot, the racism card, the lack of any kind of response, the FU, the cursing, the vulgarness, all of this stuff was, building this hype and dividing the American people. And these voices of reason rose up and out of there. I think Owen Schroyer, I mean, really just came straight up out of just going out and debating, these social justice warriors. And what a wonderful time it was, because we saw Reason rise. And Reason got behind the Trump train and pushed it into office. Reason rose up in the American people and overcame the mainstream media's narrative. The mandate, not the man, pushed this charismatic person into office because he was willing to get down and talk to the American people, the American worker who doesn't have a job hardly anymore, who's barely getting through. He talked to us about things that we already meditated upon and knew that were bad for the country. Seen administration after administration go down this road of globalism and go down this road of Rothschild banker conquering or UN police actions. You see what I'm saying? We were tired and know that we have to take ourselves from that. We cannot keep it going. So anyway, I'm ranting out here to clear my head before I go over this wonderful list that is the mandate that elected Donald Trump and Pence and his whole group. And we elected Bannon, and we really did elect these guys who had the American thought process, not the global thought process, in the best interest, of the administration, was the best interest for the people. And this is what he's still spraying out there. He gets out there and does a great job stumping. I've never seen the president, after they get elected, get out there on the stump. But that's the only real power he's got, but he's losing it in this compromise he is making to the globalist. He is losing his mandate, and he needs to grab it now. So this message is to you too, Donald Trump. If you're really there with true intentions and you're not just playing us to get into a bigger game, which I understand. In poker, you got to play the little guys before you get to the big guys. And then the big guys play totally different than the little guys, and I understand that. So you use different rules and different engagements with the little guys. And you used us, the little guys, to get you to where you are. But look, man, these little guys are waking up, Trump. We're Bugs Life, bitch, and you're in the grasshopper club now. Now you're either gonna say, hey, grasshoppers, I got a whole bunch of ants ready to stomp you, or you're just going to get out of that club and join us. You see what I'm saying? You either relay to the elite that they're about to get stomped by the masses around the world. And you better jump on our train, Trump, because it's the mandate, not the man. Part 1, I'll be coming right back to this.